Hello, this is Elaine Sandoval, one of the MOMRI Research Fellows. Thank you so much for your patience and support of MOMRI's new initiative, the Hub for Music and Peacebuilding. Today, I want to introduce what kind of content and capabilities are possible on the Hub. Please understand that we are still working to improve and to grow. So, I just want to take you through the website briefly. It can be found at hub.institute.minon.org. As soon as you arrive, please feel free to select the Japanese language option to view the home page in Japanese. Not all the pages have a Japanese translation, but I will also show you today some tricks for still getting access to the information. On the home page, we first introduce the timeline of Minon's founding in 1963, then MOMRI's founding in 2014, and then the Hub's launch in 2023. Even though it's a different project, we really hope that we are connecting to Minon's trajectory of promoting exchange and bringing people together, now through a digital space and focused on those working in the music and peace-building fields. Then we introduce the four main sections that constitute the Hub. These are the library, the directory, a section called Build With Us, where people can share their work, and then a section called Resources, which is still under construction. You can access these anytime by clicking Hub and seeing this drop-down menu. So just to give an overview, the library is basically a depository of citations for publications on music and peace building. Right now, there are about 400 publications, and we will continue to grow both through MOMRI's own efforts and through the contributions of others. The Hub Library also has access to the publications by the MOMRI Fellows and to reading lists on specific topics pertinent to music and peace building. In a moment, we will explore these together. The directory provides information regarding organizations around the world who work in music and peace building. This includes nonprofits, NGOs, schools, research institutes, etc. We will also explore this in a moment. In the future, the directory will also have profiles of individuals around the world who work in music and peace building, whether they are researchers, musicians, music teachers, activists, or others who work for nonprofit organizations. The Build With Us section is where people can fill out forms to share their recent work, announcements, more organizations and publications in music and peace building, or get in touch with MOMRI. We are still collecting materials for this resources section, but it will be where people can get access to example materials and models that might help their work in music and peace building, such as lesson plans, group activities, interview questions for researchers, sample documents for grant applications, etc. Before we explore these four sections of the Hub, I want to finish going through the home page. Here is this image gallery. We want to showcase recent MOMRI projects. You can click on an image to see recent news or videos made by MOMRI. Finally, we introduce the MOMRI team. Each picture is also a link to the MOMRI research team biography, how to email us, and how to see our publications. Let's go take a quick look at this on the About page. So, if you click on Olivier's photo here, it will go directly to his biography on the About page. Here you can read his biography. If you want to send an email to any of us, just click here where it says Write to Olivier, and the email address will be copied to your clipboard so you can paste it anywhere you would like. You can also click on Olivier's publications, which we'll look at a bit later. On this About page, you can also read Olivier's letter explaining the vision of the Hub, and find a short introduction to MOMRI and to Minon, as well as to Write to Us. You can get to the About page using this button on the navigation menu. Let's look now at this latest section on the nav menu. Soon we plan to share announcements relevant to the field of music and peace building. At Latest News, you can see stories of MOMRI team members' recent activities. At MOMRI Videos, we showcase some of our latest videos made by MOMRI and Minon together. Let's check it out. Here you can get a visual preview for each video, as well as a short description. If you click on the main frame with the play button, the YouTube video will automatically emerge on the same screen, and you can watch it like that. Okay, now let's take a quick look at the four main sections of the Hub. Sorry we were not able to provide all the information here in Japanese, but I want to show how much is possible with the free Google Chrome Translate extension. I'm sure there are other similar softwares, but I don't know what is currently popular in Japan. The Google Chrome Translate extension is quite popular and I use it a lot. Let's go back to the hub and look at the resources. As I mentioned, it's still under construction. But if you enable the Google Chrome Translate to Japanese, you can see how quickly and efficiently you can read the English text in Japanese and get a sense of what is going on the page. In the Hub library, as I said, the main part of this page is the table to browse and search publications in music and peace building. Let's come back to this in a second. The Hub library also has a list of syllabuses or reading lists on topics for music and peace building. For example, Music and Peace Building 101. Here are a few general readings that provide a foundation for the topic, then some readings that discuss music's role in violence, some readings on how music can be used as a strategy in peace building, and finally some readings on the topic of music and empathy. You can see other topics on the left, which we hope to grow, and people can also submit their own reading lists. Then, on MOMRI publications, you can see the publications by MOMRI. First are the 2 journal issues that we edited on music and peace building. Then you can go one by one through publications by each research fellow. And finally, you can see a combined list of all publications by MOMRI. You can see if you click on a specific publication, you can see all the bibliographic information and also have access to download the publication. For example, this is my PhD dissertation. You can click on the PDF and then also click on download if you're interested. Or some of our works are open access, and you can go to a link to read and to download it. This is an article by Olivier, for example, which has a link to the open access journal. And you can download it there. So let's go back to the main library of music and peace building publications. This is a bit trickier to get access in Japanese to the Google Chrome extension, but it is possible. You just right-click on the main frame, then go to View Frame Source, and then just click on the top link, which will open the library table in a different page. Once it's on a different page, the Google Chrome translation will work. So, in the library, you can apply filters such as specific author, a specific publication year, or what kind of publication you are interested in. You can also change what data you want displayed. Such as showing the URL. And you can choose what kind of view you want of the table. Or you can use the search bar. For example, let's look for a publication that has to do with the country Colombia. Here are all of those publications. Or we can look at the topic of music therapy. And here are all of those results. We hope many people contribute to the library and that it keeps growing. Okay, now let's go back and explore the Hub directory. Again, this page provides information for music and peace-building organizations around the world. It is also hard to read in Japanese with the Chrome extension unless you open it in a different window. Let's do it again. Right-click, View Frame Source, and then click that link. Okay, now we can translate everything to Japanese. Here you can explore the organizations by looking at what their main mission statement is, such as youth development. Or you can look at their activities, such as traditional music performance. Of course, this is where Minon is included. You can click on an individual organization to see much more information. Or you can also look for organizations by country. For example, let's look for all the organizations based in the Netherlands. And here they are. Or we can use the search bar. Let's look for all the organizations who say they do activities related to Africa. Here they are. Or we can look for all the organizations who say they work with youth. Here you can see that many of these would have come up if we looked at the youth development category, but there are also others who mention youth in their mission statements or description of activities, but were classified as other things. And then quickly, let's go back to the Hub and look at the Build With Us section. Here is where anybody in the world can contribute information to help grow these areas of the Hub that we just looked at. They can submit a publication, they can share an idea for a reading list, they can add an organization to the directory or an individual profile, they can make an announcement or share a resource, or they can get in touch with MOMRI with any questions. Thank you so much for your long attention. I hope this helps to introduce how the MOMRI Hub can be used and what is available there currently. I hope you enjoy exploring more on your own. Please let me know if you have any questions or if you find any technical issues on the Hub. I'm sure there's still lots of them. Thank you so much for your support.